Culminating in multiple life sentences, the Chris Watts case is one of the more horrific and senseless murder cases of the last decade. So what led to the murder of Watts's wife, 2 daughters, and unborn son? In August 2018, Chris Watts made a televised plea for the safe return of his missing wife, Shannon Watts, and their 2 daughters, 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Celeste, also known as Cece, after the 3 were reported missing by a family friend. Chris told Denver 7 in an interview,
"I hope that she's somewhere safe right now and with the kids."
Sadly, only 2 days after the interview, bodies thought to belong to Shannon and the children were discovered by police at Chris's former place of employment, Anadarko Petroleum Company. Bella and Celeste's remains were reportedly located in crude oil tanks, while Shannon, who was 15 weeks pregnant, was found in a shallow grave on the property. Chris was arrested 1 day before the remains were recovered, and he confessed to killing Shannon in anger after allegedly witnessing her strangle their 2 kids. He was eventually sentenced to 3 consecutive life terms for his unimaginable crimes. But just when you thought you'd heard the entire tragic story of the Watts family case, in February 2019, the convicted killer gave a full confession detailing the horrific crimes.
Did he admit to you that he murdered his family?
He absolutely did.
Sherilyn Cadle was fascinated by the case and started exchanging letters with Watts. Eventually, she started visiting him at a maximum security prison in Wisconsin. She spoke with Ann Mercogliano.
What was it like to meet him in person?
Very surreal. At times when he would talk about the murders, his eyes would turn so black. He just would get a different look on his face, and he talked about it so nonchalantly, like, going down to get a cup of coffee.
Watts' letters are filled with shocking confessions he never told the FBI, including that he had planned the murders for weeks and that he had secretly given his wife the painkiller Oxycodone to end her pregnancy. He thought that would make it easier to leave her to be with his mistress, Nicole Kessinger. The reason the medical examiner found Oxycodone in Shannon's system is because I gave it to her. I thought it would be easier to be with Nicole if Shannon wasn't pregnant.
He was very mesmerized by her. He just said in his letters that had it not been for her and the power that she had over him, she pulled at him constantly, that his family would still be alive today.
Watts murdered 4-year-old Bella and 3-year-old Cece at the oil field where he worked. But in his letters, he reveals he had tried to smother them hours earlier in their beds, but failed. I'm not sure how they woke back up, but they did. It makes the act that much worse. Cadle and her letters are featured in the Lifetime docuseries Cellmate Secrets, Chris Watts.
Do you have a sense of how he's doing today?
I don't think he's doing well right now. He has finally realized that he's going to be there for the rest of his life.